ESPN Wisconsin shows easy access to ESPN Madison on YouTube and daily podcasts so you don't ever miss a second. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. The Green Bay Packers schedule has officially been released, and there are some intriguing matchups upcoming for the Green and Gold, including, but not limited to, opening against the Minnesota Vikings, facing the Rams in LA on Thanksgiving Eve, hosting the Buffalo Bills on December 13th, heading to Soldier Field on Christmas for the second of two Bears matchups, and closing the season in Lambeau against the Detroit Lions in a potential NFC North title game. Plenty more reactions to the NFL schedule release coming your way next on Jim, Matt, and Molly. The Brewers look to stay hot tonight against the Minnesota Twins. Coleman Crow, the youngster, on the bump for the Crew. First pitch is slated for 6:40 with pregame coverage beginning at 6:05 right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's
let
gonna
me get
swing
this
on
right.
Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, winners of the WBA Award for Best Radio Show on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Her Saturday Unlimited poll question was, do you fart in front of your husband? Men obviously fart in front of their wives. Like, who are we kidding?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm trying my best not to.
No, you don't. You don't
I do.
try.
If I'm lucky enough to be sitting next to her, I don't want to ruin that, ever walk away.
I've known my wife for 17 years that I've known her. There's no evidence that she farts.
Oh my God. Jiminy Christmas. Do I have problems that I fart in front of my husband? Like, this is crazy that your wife still
Honestly,
fart
I
in front of
think
you.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Erect the whole wall.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Jim is a little bit too preoccupied talking about his walk at 10:45 last night like a psycho.
That is
So I'm
psycho
taking
time.
over the show.
Okay. Is that when you walk, Ryan?
Yeah, always.
No, like
He
legit.
calls
Gotta
it
stretch
work,
the legs.
not
Yeah, he
walk.
calls it stalk, not walk.
Yeah.
Walking at 10:45 at night is psychotic behavior,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I'm
there's no
sorry
good
your
reason to be
dog didn't get a
walking
walk.
that late.
It doesn't get a walk today. It's too late.
No, I genuinely don't understand it. Can you explain why did you take your dog for a walk at 10:45 when you just said your dog is like 11 years old, so
Yeah.
she's old?
She is old. The mountains are blue. Know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. She is old. But here's the thing. I'm old too, so I could use my
Yeah,
own.
so you should have been in bed.
I need my own walk. I didn't do much yesterday. I did a little bit of yoga in the morning, and that was it. So I was like, my fat ass could get out and walk a little bit. And my wife's like, your fat ass could get out and walk a little bit, / the dog needs to get out. She hasn't been out today,
Savage.
really, for a walk. And I was like, all right, fine. So I put my headphones on, and
It would wear headphones at that time too is psycho too.
I just started walking.
Couldn't hear anyone
And then
sneak up on you.
I just felt like running. I just felt like walking, and I walked 2 miles.
No, that's psycho.
Cool.
Like
So like
actually,
40 minutes? So what time did you leave? And what time did you get back?
It was a 37-minute walk, yeah.
And you left at 10:30,
It wasn't-
10:45?
No, I got back at 10:45, so.
That's still a little late.
still to go at 10 o'clock at night, like
Yeah.
it's dark out. It's a little chilly.
9's about the last time, and that's got to be like middle of summer when you're
the
still
sun
getting
is,
like
like,
dusk. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still
It
like
was
not
nice
quite
out
dark
there.
yet. No,
It can be
was.
nice, but like pitch black to walk your dog, that's weird. Jim, Ryan, do you think this is weird?
Yeah,
I'd,
it's
I'd be
extremely
weirded out because my dogs would bark at the window, and I'd go outside and look at the window and see the weirdo with the headlamp and the headphones
There's no
walking their
headlamp.
dogs.
There's no headlamp.
It's still
just the
it's-
headphones.
Well, I would also ask, where are you walking? Is this like in the neighborhood? Is this...
Yeah, there's street lights and everything.
If you were just walking around your neighborhood, I guess it's not as odd. But if you're just walking out, I imagine if you're walking out
in
this
a
late at
neighborhood
night-
like Jim's and you look outside and you see someone walking their dog at 10:40 at night, it's a little.
I
think
wasn't
it's
the
weird.
only person out there walking. I had
Yeah,
to
there are weird
maneuver a few
schedules.
times to work around dogs. Other
It
people
makes
walking around
sense
with
if
their
you
dogs.
work night shift, but you don't work night shift. Or like if you work like weird hours, but you work normal people hours.
And why is this coming up? Like, so why are you like bragging about your walk? At
No, he
10:45?
had mentioned he went for a walk so late, and me and Molly were both like dumbfounded.
Yeah.
It was honestly, the full story was that I was at 10:45 and I was going for a walk and just reflected on the day, and I literally laughed out loud when I thought of Molly farting and doing Pilates, and it popped in my head because we heard it in the open there, and I was like, well, I'm not going to text her that at 10:45.
So he texted me at this morning at like 8 o'clock, and I'm like,
well,
why are you
I just didn't think if you were
thinking
awake.
about me farting during Pilates?
You should
That's
just
weird.
text that to our group chat. 10:45 at night.
Yeah.
God, Molly farting
Agreed.
during Pilates. So
There you go,
funny.
Yeah. So,
There's so many layers to this that are just bizarre to me.
yeah, I'm a bizarre fella. And Jeremiah
Jim
and
Rutledge?
Madison chimes in. Jim is kind of weird. So.
It's not even like that hot enough where I would be like, yeah, it was so hot during the day you couldn't walk your dog, so you have to go at night.
Sadler, I just think you need to check your spelling because I don't think that's what you want us to be calling Molly. You can take another look at that. 844-770-3776. That's the Karma's Talking text line. This
I mean that
is
too, but fine.
more. That's me, actually. I am Fatzilla. But
Jim Rutledge.
there's no drama on this show. We just air it out right
Yeah.
here in front of
Yeah.
everyone. But
That's actually
apparently
factual.
a lot of drama around the Milwaukee Bucks. And I want to ask this first. Are you surprised? Like, I think the show should be called And If I Was Shams,
What,
because
hold on, what was that sound?
I don't know what that was. Who was that?
I don't know.
I thought that was you, right?
I thought that was you too. That's
not-
why I looked back
Same.
at you.
It's not here.
That wasn't me.
My sound's off.
It sounded like Windows 365 just booting up.
That wasn't me. I don't know.
I don't think it was. It's not a sound I have on my phone, so I don't know what it would be.
It's the sound of a man who goes walking at 10:45
Yeah.
at night, probably.
Apparently.
It's his burner phone.
That literally was like the sound in a movie when like somebody creepy comes up behind the girl on the street. You know what I mean?
I thought Ryan had some good drama music for us.
I kind of thought so too.
I thought it was like the start of a music bed.
No, that was just somebody's phone going off. You guys, put your phones on silent.
My phone is
I'm
on
on silent. Well, I'm on vibrate, but that didn't make that
Good
sound.
for you. All right. So, Adam and Mount Horeb chimes in, gross Molly. But then,
Everybody farts, so I don't really care what
Yeah.
people think.
Yeah. And when you
barely-
contort into Pilates poses,
Contort?
squeeze them right out.
No, you don't have to squeeze. When you've had so many kids, you don't have to squeeze. It just happens.
Just
wait, where do babies come from? No, I mean, so like,
Your butt. There's a movie that says that. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Knocked Up, where she's like, the little girl's like, where do babies come from? And then it's like, from your butt.
Yeah.
You'll learn, Matt.
Yeah.
you'll learn where babies come from.
Yeah.
Your butt.
My butt.
Yeah, yours, not your wife's.
Oh, no.
Anyways, continue.
I can
Drama.
imagine.
Right, not Ryan.
Drama. Bucks.
Giannis.
Yes.
That's
Myles
actual
Garrett.
factual.
So
That was a joke.
this show, if I was Shams, I'd be like, I was right. I told you jerks I was right. I was right the whole time. Everyone got mad when he wrote the piece about the Bucks and what a disaster they were this year, right after the season. He's been right all along about all the Giannis drama, and he continues to be right. But yeah, Shams is a bigger person than me, so he's not going to go do that, but I'm going to do that for him. Shams was right every step of the way, and Giannis is a problem. And to me, I want to hear what Myles Turner had to say, which has now since been taken down. He was on. It was just a WNBA player he did the podcast with.
He and Brianna Stewart.
Brianna
yeah,
Stewart. Okay.
They have their own podcast.
Yeah, they Gotta Get Game podcast, I believe it's called.
No. I thought it was called something else. Like a play on her name.
Game Recognized Game podcast is what it is. So they're recognizing each other's game and asking questions about her being a WNBA star, him being an NBA player. Don't know if I'd call Myles Turner a star necessarily, but
He was on the Pacers.
would we call Myles Turner a star?
He's better than any of the other players at the Milwaukee
Okay,
Bucks.
low bar. But
And him and Tyrese Halliburton were stars together.
Yeah.
Let's not even try to like him and Tyrese Halliburton murdered the Bucks.
well, that's fair. But the
So,
Bucks,
yes.
as we learned, and as he shed some light on this, it seems like the Bucks have kind of murdered themselves over the past few years. So here's what he said, talking to Brianna Stewart about some of the team disciplinary actions that they would have for the Bucks,
Or lack thereof.
or lack thereof, we should say.
We get fined for all types of stuff now. You guys get fined a lot?
It depends on the coach.
So Doc Rivers, he didn't find anybody. Guys were late all the time. Guys were, showing up to film whenever they wanted to show up. Guys were missing meetings. Like, it was one of the craziest things I personally ever experienced. We literally, if the plane took off at 2:00, we weren't leaving until 4:30. I'm being so serious, bro. It was crazy, dog. Guys were an hour late to the plane. It got to the point where I knew not to show up until like an hour after they said the plane was taking off. It was crazy.
So who's the teammate that's most likely to be late? Well, all of yours, obviously, because nobody gets fined.
Giannis is going to show up whenever he wants, really. I think that it's kind of just came with the territory at that. And once I kind of saw what was going down, I was like, hey, man, more power to you. They ain't going to find you. Do what you do.
Right.
That's wild. And
the crazy part is he kind of just says it so offhanded. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't even think it was a big thing until it was brought up, and then that's probably why they've since deleted this post, is because they thought it was innocuous.
Yeah, but
There's a lot
then
of
I will
reasons they
combat
deleted
that though, because there was the other video that they played on like the Jumbotron in stadium that the Milwaukee Bucks did, and it was asking like who's most likely to be late to the bus or whatever it was.
The preseason one.
Yeah, so it's like he knew at that point, like, you don't talk about that. Like, all the players that were in it were like, nah, I'm not saying that. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. So like he knew it was a big deal. He knew
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
anything that you say around Giannis is gonna get out.
So for me, that part, whether he knew it was a big deal or not, is not the juice here, and we know that. It's Giannis being late, and it really honestly cements everything that we've kind of thought about Giannis over the last year and a half. And look,
Well,
Myles Turner said it. He said it in a very specific way that was not in a those who want Shams to name his sources or want someone to put their name on it. Myles Turner put his name on it. So I'm not calling him a liar when he's going to go on his own podcast and put his damn name on it. And then you can add in the layers of the Shams reporting and, as Molly talked about, the thing on the Bucks Jumbotron, which kind of alluded to it, but nobody would say it. So to me, this speaks to Giannis has lost his edge and lost the thread, that he no longer understands what it means to be great. To be great is not showing up late, is not bending the team to your will. It's not making everyone else on the team do what you want to do. And you're right. Doc wasn't the right coach for this team. Doc was the right coach for a Boston team that had Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo, and Paul Pierce. Those first three guys are probably three of the most professional and hardworking basketball players in the last 30 years of the NBA. So Doc's style of when he grew up of like, hey, you're a man, you take care of yourself, you're a professional, you're an adult, and I'm not going to have to babysit you and chastise you, doesn't work with every team and probably doesn't work in today's NBA. So, yes, Doc's coaching style, it's on the Bucks for not knowing that's what it is. Mm-hmm. But it is on Giannis, who is the leader, the best damn player, the guy who claims it's his team. It's on him for not ever being late. To be the guy known to be showing up late, unbelievable, just horrible.
I think it just shows his mindset that he's had in Milwaukee, and I guess I can't guarantee because I don't know for sure, but I'm willing to bet that this is more than just this one last year, that this is a thing. Like, it just shows his mindset and how much he just doesn't care and doesn't want to be. Like, you want to display yourself as being the leader of this team, but clearly you're not. If that is how you're showing up and you're showing up hours late, like, what kind of a precedent is that going to set for everybody else? And this team is very young. Like, if they're like, oh, Giannis doesn't really care, so why should I?
Right.
Why
And also,
would you?
You don't want to be here. Like, again, your words might pretend to say one thing. Your actions are saying you don't want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad chemistry on a team, and it's more than just making people late and slowing down the entire traveling process. You are, like Molly said, you're setting an example for your teammates. You're basically telling everyone that they're less important than you are.
Yep.
And you're the priority. And not to mention, like, all the other things that go along. Like, airports can't just, like, bend the knee, right? Like,
yes,
you might be an hour late. It still could be another 45 minutes till you take off because there's plans in place. People have places to go. It just blows my mind that a guy like Giannis, who was touted in Milwaukee forever, and me being one of them, is like, he's different. He's not that. He's just a humble guy from Greece who's thrilled to be playing basketball at a high level. He won a championship. Like, it's a storybook. It's something you make movies and documentaries about. Well, maybe that went to his head. Maybe he got a little too Hollywood, and now the true colors have been showing. Who knows for how long, but at least one season, because that was filmed, the one of the who's going to be the latest to the bus, that was filmed preseason. And everyone was afraid to call Giannis out. So it's happened for at least a year.
Prior to this year, yeah.
Prior to this season, yeah.
And
so
what's funny is that Myles Turner is in that video, in the video of the preseason stuff. And this was his first year with the Milwaukee
Yes,
Bucks.
it was.
his eyes, when they asked
so
him
he
that, his
knew.
eyes went as big as platters.
Yeah.
He was
Like,
like,
he
what?
knew.
You're asking me that?
So, and because you're right, I don't think that Giannis has been this. And I said this earlier, that I worry that Giannis has lost his edge and lost the thread, and this is an example of it. Doesn't mean he can't get it back, but what it does mean to me is that there is not a world where Giannis is going to get his edge back with the Milwaukee Bucks. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to. I don't
He
care.
needs to go to a team where it's someone else's team. That
needs-
would be the best for him. Like, if he
But
did
do
go
you
to the Celtics and they sat him down with Tatum, and Tatum's like, this is my team. You're the
But do
two.
you think he would bow down to that? Like, I
To
genuinely
win another
don't know if he
championship,
would.
I think he
So
would.
I don't
I don't know if he cares about winning championships. That's the problem.
anymore. He got it. Like, this
Interesting.
is the thing of, like, and athletes talk about this. He climbed the mountain. He achieved it. What are you playing for? Are you playing to be the greatest? Truly, or are you playing, which is fine, to feed your family, to make millions, to change your life, which is a fine reason to play. But those aren't the ones that become LeBron or Jordan or Kobe or even Jokic. Like, if you're just playing to just accumulate the dollars, at some point you have a cap on how great you'll be because you're not the cutthroat one. And Giannis got to where he is, and maybe getting the ring and getting all the money, he's happy, and this is with what he wants for the rest of it, and that's fine. But at the same time, it's very much Dwight Howard behavior. Dwight Howard was someone that came in, everyone thought he was going to be he was amazing to start his career. And Giannis is better than Dwight. But this is leaning more towards Dwight Howard than, and honestly, a little bit like Shaq, but Shaq was so dominant, and Shaq got to play with another person that Shaq didn't bring it as much as he could have. Shaq could have had way more titles if he gave a crap every year like he gave a crap the title years. But he had his best years where it was Dwayne Wade's team. It was Kobe Bryant's team. So to your point, but I just don't think.
Well, it's funny. Like right away when I saw this morning, I thought of LeBron. I'm like, LeBron is 41 years old now, and the way that he still was vying to win a championship, even though you really knew you had no chance going against OKC, especially when you don't have Luka, right? Like, the way that he was vying and carrying an entire team on his back to win a championship, that's not where we're at with Giannis. Like, he doesn't care. And why I thought about LeBron for this was because I don't think I've ever heard like a negative story about LeBron being a crummy teammate. Now, Jim, I know you were around him when you were in Miami and whatnot. Like, am I wrong in thinking that there was like, I don't think I've heard like negative teammate things about him. Like, he's always wanted to be great.
Yeah, I would say that the only time was in his first run in Cleveland. There was talk of him being immature.
And he was, 18?
He was literally immature. So, yes, because that would have been the only time that was early in his career he was maybe not quite the guy he was portraying himself for. But once he was one of those guys, once he got the ring, he actually became more mature. Once he figured out how to win, it actually seemed to be he became more that top-tier winner type.
And honestly, maybe Giannis is like reverse of that. Since the Bucks won a championship title, how much is like his I mean, now granted, there were the years that they still were competitive with it, and obviously injuries and all that, but like, has like the competitive nature of it all gone down since they won the championship?
Let's talk about that on the other side, because I think it's a really good question, and I think it's actually human. Like, that to me, I understand more than LeBron getting the ring, and good for LeBron getting the ring, and then getting
Keep
even
going.
more more wanting to climb that ladder. Getting to the top, it's hard to give a crap. Pat Riley called it the disease of more when you're trying to repeat. I want more minutes. I want more money. I want more points. I want more power. I want more. It's usually a team thing, but it's usually a player that affects the whole team. I'll tell you what, you're going to have the disease of more at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Milton because you're going to just want more. Like, give me more steak. Give me more Coors Light. Give me more
Sweet potato.
Give me more desserts there. Give me more of
Zucchini fries?
Their
Calamari.
mushrooms,
The calamari, baby.
So the disease of more is actually a treat over at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. This is Jim Matt and Mike to my Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I didn't have braces.
That is such a dad thing to say. But moms know that if your daughter has messed up teeth, it's going to lead to a lifetime of problems
But what's
for her.
messed up teeth? I don't think I have messed up teeth.
Is that what your mom told you?
You're perfect just the way you are.
Save
little
herself
guy.
$5,000.
You don't need straight teeth.
Orthodontics is a racket.
Smiles are like
don't even-
fingerprints.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Every morning starts with questions about what's ahead.
At News 3 Now this morning, we're here to help you start your day ready and informed.
From the weather you need to plan your day,
To what's happening across our community and the 608.
and the consumer information helping you make smarter choices.
From your first cup of coffee
Or your third cup to the moment you head out the door.
Wake up with Chris, Kyrion, Josh Savannah, and Michelle Renee Quinn. News 3 Now this morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Weekdays, moving forward.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport L for as low as $339 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
While others have a wait list, we've got watches.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we've got pre-owned luxury watches. Rolex, Omega, Tudor, AP, Panerai, and more. All in stock now.
And no wait list.
Walk in today and leave with the watch you have been dreaming of. Because your wrist deserves it.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Whether you're grilling outside, sitting on the patio, or watching the game, summer is the perfect time to sip on a cocktail made with Door County Distillery. Handcrafted award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Mix up a G&T with that signature green bottle of gin, or sip on it with a couple of rocks, my favorite, the Door County Distillery Bourbon. Made in Door County, available all over the state, including right here in the Madison area. Local, affordable, award-winning. That's what it's all about. It's Door County Distillery. Find the retailer nearest you, doorcountydistillery.com.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
my experience at Madison College, and you can too. They have 7 campuses across South Central Wisconsin, including 3 that are right here in Madison and others in Fort Atkinson, Portage, Reedsburg, and Watertown. Their programs offer hands-on training with cutting-edge equipment from robotics to medical simulation labs, plus real-world experience through internships and clinical placements. Madison College is also home to 10 Wolfpack athletic teams with championships at every single level. Stay connected and learn more by following at Madison College on social media.
Giannis has 8 career playoff series wins. LeBron has 34 series wins. Giannis is overrated, not even close to Kareem as the best player in Bucks history. Kareem was the go-to player in the clutch, whereas Giannis runs from the ball in the clutch. Enough Giannis. Trade the freak for the best haul available. I agree with a lot of what he's been saying. The Giannis running from the ball, no. I don't think Giannis is afraid of the moment. But we talked last segment, and Molly, you were kind of asking, like what happened with Giannis? Does he care about? Does the title? It seems like he cares less. Like there's less of a burning desire. Yeah. Now, caring less for Giannis to me means something different than other players. Like Giannis getting to where he's at and reaching that mountaintop, and let's just use the title as the mountaintop because I think that's a fair mountaintop to have to want to go to. You reach the mountaintop, you got MVPs, you got millions of dollars, you're the king of the NBA, and you get there and you get everything, and you had to burn a hole in your soul, and God knows the amount of work and effort and family drama and everything you had to give up to get there. And that when you reach that moment, there is, I think, a line of demarcation, and I'm not saying not everyone that doesn't win again didn't care, but does that drive you to do more, like the Kobes and the Jordans or the Brons of the world, where even the Tim Duncans, like, that isn't it. That's the, like, I got a taste and I need it more. That makes me want it even more because I love this game and I love being great the most. And so, Matt, I'm going to throw this to you in a second here, but for me, when I've talked to teams and players, when I've run locker room, when the idea that someone doesn't care or isn't bringing the most, it's not on Sunday or on game day for the NBA or college football, whatever. It's not that day. They are bringing it that day. It's the rest of the week. If a quarterback fails in the NFL, it's because they weren't doing all the studying. Most of the time, they didn't do enough studying, enough work the rest of the time. And, yeah, it's a lot, and there's only a few that can do it. But same thing in the NBA. If you aren't getting to the mountaintop over and over again because of your health or other reasons, it's not game day. It's not even in the season. It's the off season. It's what are you doing in all your free time? How much are you locked in? And it's hard. That's what makes Jordan and LeBron and Bill Russell and Kobe so great, is it's so rare to have someone that wins and doesn't suffer from the disease of more and starts taking the spoils of victory. And Matt, you didn't take the spoils of victory, but the ride to the gold was probably hard. I don't want to say harder, but it was incredibly hard, and it's a different feeling after you get it.
Yeah, it certainly is. Like, I can certainly say there is, when you win that gold, you question, do I want to keep doing this? Right? Like, because what else is there? Gold medal in curling is the pinnacle. That is the best you can do in curling. Winning a world championship is fun. Winning a slam is great. Everyone would give up those world championships and slam championships to win an Olympic gold medal. Now, for me, my motivation was the next quad or 4-year cycle after 2018. I had 2 really good buddies on my team that I really wanted. For me, my motivation was I want to experience what I did with them. And I was friends with the team in 2018. Like, we were all good. Yeah. But, like, Chris Ply's, friend of show, one of my best friends of all time. And having that experience to play with him and maybe do something great, like win another gold medal, that was what motivated me in 22. And now that we're done with this season, he's retiring. My other friend Colin's retiring. I don't know where my motivation lies right now. So, like, I can certainly, with Giannis, he won the championship. The next year, probably went for it. Still had his boys Middleton and Holiday on the team. And then slowly, the entire team shifts. Bobby Portis is the only one left. And I don't know what their relationship is like. But your friends are the ones that can hold you accountable because they feel comfortable. They feel like they can tell you. I would have trusted Drew or Chris to say something to Giannis about being a bad teammate. he didn't have anybody like that after 23. So I'm not making excuses for Giannis, but I can completely see where he's coming from because I feel like I'm in a similar spot where my friends are no longer on my curling team and I don't know where my motivation lies.
Right. And so, like, you haven't experienced it yet, but if you decide to go back and do more, who is holding you accountable? What is your motivation? And to your point, that's a great point on Giannis not having the people he came up with around, true friends or true teammates that can call you out. Who on this roster? And again, it goes
feels
back,
like an equal. That's the biggest thing.
And even if Dame's
he probably more so feels like an equal with Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
former coach, but like the coach
Hall
now.
of Famer, yeah. And so, but when you talk about some of the great players like Dame, they didn't have that personal relationship,
right?
Mm-hmm. And maybe they would have. There's a lot of factors here, but
I even think he might have been trying in that Dame year.
Yeah, I think
they got rid of
like,
Dame. That is when it looks to me like everything has been like falling apart.
And I don't think it's never been an act of not trying. It's just all of a sudden you start taking little shortcuts and nobody says anything. And then it's like, oh, I can do this? Okay. What can I do? I can be even a little bit later. And I can do and I cut my workout short 20 minutes to go to do a commercial, but I still put up, it's like there's no direct consequence. And so that's what makes the elite. And Giannis is still an incredible basketball player and still puts in an insane amount of time and effort. But at the same time, if you lose that edge that makes you an insane person like Jordan and Kobe, which maybe they weren't the greatest people to be around, but they were some of the greatest winners of all time. And it's not a character flaw against Giannis if he's like, I'm 95% there, and that's where he goes to be the next really good player. Then the next trick for Giannis the rest of his career, in my opinion, is one, he has to get out of Milwaukee, and then can he recognize that in himself and go to the best thing for Giannis would be like going to Golden State and seeing the Steph Curry culture and buying in on that culture.
Yeah, but their culture's a little rocky now too, isn't it? Like the whole Draymond Steve Kerr thing. Like I don't want to get into it, obviously, but like.
Or Miami. I'm just saying he needs to go around.
But then if you go to Miami, he's going to be the number one guy there. Like just like how you brought up the Boston Jason Tatum thing. Like that is Jason Tatum's team, and Jason Tatum would have to be like, this is my team. Otherwise, everything is going to be a crapshoot, and it proves that Giannis is the problem.
He is the problem. I'm saying are other places that can solve it.
I don't know because I think that Giannis puts up this facade of I care so much, I love the game of basketball, I want to win a championship, all this stuff. But it's like clearly you don't. And that's all a bunch of crap.
Right.
It's
you're full of crap.
It's an internal question. You need to answer truthfully with yourself. I don't care what you say in media, but like the question that you need to ask yourself and answer honestly is what's your why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
What motivates, what makes you get into the gym? What makes you go to the court and practice free throws 100 times in a row or whatever? What's your why?
But I don't know if he was doing that.
Well, his why might have been the money, the fame, everything that comes with it.
And now he has it all.
And that's the thing is once you completely like wrap your head around your why, and again, it can be personal. You don't need to tell anybody what your why is.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, don't you think?
But finding it and buying into it is what he needs the most.
Don't you think for him too, the why was always just what he said? It was winning championships.
I don't think it is.
Well,
but I think when you don't
when
you don't win championships for this long, you start to lash out and act out, and because you're not getting the thing you're fighting for, the thing in your mind that you deserve and that you're working so hard to earn.
Yeah, but if you're fighting for it, you show up on time. If you're fighting for it, you go to the ownership with a pair of onions and you say, "Trade me now."
I agree. This is not the right way to behave
now,
for him.
This is the lashing out. This is him thinking he is better than everyone else.
It's human nature.
I'm the best player on this team. I'm the reason we win games, and if I'm going to be late for a game, so be it.
But this is all incredibly, and I know we've talked about this before. This is so incredibly reminiscent of Aaron Rodgers. Like, remember when it was, will he show up for OTAs? Is he going to show up for all the different things with the rookies to establish that relationship, especially after you lost Devontae Adams? Like, these guys that you're going to be throwing the ball to, are you going to put in the work to establish a relationship? And what did he do? He didn't. Look what happened.
We've seen this across the board, whether it is Favre or Rodgers, and Matt touched on it earlier. Accountability goes. The coach that held you accountable to win goes. Your teammates who held you accountable go. Everyone around you becomes a yes man. You can see it in fame. What happened to Kanye West or Michael Jackson or any of the superstars that all of a sudden go off the rails? What happens to the great players who were great and then all of a sudden aren't at that peak anymore? A lot of times it's because to have the internal drive to constantly turn out. And again, LeBron has it. He has it, and it's remarkable because he arrived at 18, and he's 72 years old, and he's still doing it, but he shows up all the time to be the best damn LeBron James he can be. Mm-hmm. And maybe his drive was to play with his grandkids.
In NBA years.
Yes. Okay. Maybe his drive's to play with his grandkids, but it's a drive, and he's doing it. You know, so like you got to respect the hell out of it. And I'm not, again, Giannis is putting in a boatload of work, and he is giving a lot of crap. But there's a difference between the insanity and the drive and your why of LeBron's and Kobe's and all those great players and the ones who are not Mount Rushmore, but top 20 all time. And Giannis is there, and he's going to be great. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We got Jason Willie coming up next.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
As a single mom, I questioned college. I worried about having enough time and support, but I'm so glad that I didn't let that stop me. Once I started at Madison College, I realized I can do this. I'm really proud of myself. My instructors truly care about my success, and I have a community of support. My advice to other single moms, do this for you. There's more to your story at Madison College. Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, price and valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Michelle Smallman here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 19th.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
got him swinging. Throw him a curveball, and it's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in May 19th at 6:40 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Jason Wilde on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by News 3 Now. Jason Wilde, the best green and gold coverage from the best in the business.
Jason, can I ask of you?
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Yeah. This has been the best segment I've ever done on this show, and I've really done very little.
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Jason Wilde joins us now on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. And now it's officially in Wisconsin. And Jason, we were chatting, and if I had to bet, you've heard the phrase around sports with the disease of more.
I've never heard that phrase before.
It's a Pat Riley-ism, kind of talking about how it's hard to win a title year after year, to how to three-peat or repeat any of those things, because every time you win, someone wants more playing time, more money, more attention, more something. And it's about basically keeping your edge. And let's just play the Myles, just for our audience if they're tuning in, let's play the Myles Turner audio here, because to me this is a sign that maybe Giannis in Milwaukee has lost that complete crazy iron to the fire edge he had that got him to the top. And it's not uncommon in sports that when you win a title, instead of being 110%, you're like at 97%, and you're still great. It's just not the same. Let's hear from Myles Turner.
We get fined for all types of stuff now. You guys get fined a lot?
It depends on the coach. So Doc Rivers, he didn't find anybody. Guys were late all the time. Guys were, showing up to film whenever they wanted to show up. Guys were missing meetings. Like, it was one of the craziest things I personally ever experienced. We literally, if the plane took off at 2:00, we weren't leaving until 4:30. I'm being so serious, bro. It was crazy, dog. Guys were an hour late to the plane. It got to the point where I knew not to show up until like an hour after they said the plane was taking off. It was crazy.
So who's the teammate that's most likely to be late? Well, all of yours, obviously, because nobody gets fined.
Giannis is going to show up whenever he wants, really. I think that it's kind of just came with the territory at that. And once I kind of saw what was going down, I was like, hey, man, more power to you. They ain't going to find you. Do what you do.
Right.
And Jason, to me, that's just an indicator. And I've talked to, former NFL players, and they talk about what's your why. Matt brought it up, too. And if your why is money or fame or reaching it, or if your why changes or getting that title changes your why, it's hard to find that edge year in and year out. And I feel like in Milwaukee, this is a great example of Giannis in Milwaukee has run its course, because if he's allowed to do that and he's doing that, this is probably the worst kind of situation you want in sports.
Yeah, and I mean, look, I don't want to get it's not a team I cover.
Yeah.
So I don't know him at all. Eric Name knows him far better than I do. Jim Ozarski knows him far better than I do. But that feels to me like another example of the reality not matching the mythology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we saw that at a much, much more troubling and intense level with Tiger Woods, right?
Yep.
Like these kind of carefully cultivated, like I want guys that are real, and it has felt to me, and this is not a hot take, it's just my outsider's view. And Eric Name could text me in the next 5 minutes and tell me that I'm just way off base. Again, this is just from the outside, not a guy that covers him every day like I did with Rodgers or I did with Favre. And I knew their foibles, man. Like, I tried very hard with all the players I've covered to not advance some sort of an image that was inauthentic. I'm not in the business of making you into something you're not. And in no way am I saying that the guys that cover the Bucks are doing that. I'm saying it feels at times that Giannis has done that on his own.
Mm-hmm.
And like look, if you're the ultimate competitor and if you're the ultimate teammate and you're all about winning and holding your team accountable and being a leader and wanting guys to play for you and being the star that everyone wants to play with, the hell are you showing up whenever you want to for a flight, right? Like that's just wrong.
Yep.
And I wouldn't take it the route of it's over for Giannis in Milwaukee. Like, I take it a different route of, would the real Giannis please stand up? And when did this start being the case? Did it start with Doc Rivers? Did it start before that? Like, I don't know if it's just, he doesn't find people. Like, that's how that conversation with Brianna Stewart started. But I found that to be, because I saw that before you guys played it. I saw that last night, and I was like, dude, you can't play the image and then have this come out from let's be honest, like, Myles Turner he's got no reason to bring that up other than the fact that it's the truth, right? I mean, he's just talking. Like, I've certainly had those moments with how much I talk across all of our different shows and all of our different stations. Like, I was on 2 different shows today on TMJ. I've been on your show. We did our show for 3 hours. I was on with Wally and Ashley in Beaver Dam. Like, I talk a lot, and there's probably times where I ramble, like right now. And then there's times where I probably say more than I should have. And maybe that's the case here. But I love the fact that Myles Turner was just flat out honest about it. But I don't look at it through the lens of, it's run its course. I look at it from the lens of, if it's run its course, it's because you have lost your edge. And that makes you, I don't want to use the word phony because that's really strong, so I'm not going to go that far. But there's some disingenuousness with the image versus the reality if what Myles Turner is saying there is the truth. Because then what's your next question? In what other ways does this manifest itself besides just the being late for team flights or when you show up for film? Like, I don't know about you guys, but, like, if I was his teammate, as much as I love him and how great he is, like, I'd be like, hey, man, I got stuff to do. Like, if the meeting's at 2, be here at 1:50. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't matter to me who you are and how many MVPs you've won. Like, that's also just being inconsiderate of your teammates, if that story is true.
Do you have any instances of teams that you've covered throughout your time in Green Bay of that this is like reminiscent of?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's been some examples of guys like, and I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this about any specific player, but it's hard not to. Like, there was let me just leave it at, there was a wide receiver who toward the end of his career did not have the role that he wanted and yet wanted to keep the facade or the image up. But, like, he was not playing as many snaps on offense, and he was asked to play special teams, and he basically told them, no, I'm not doing it. Again, I don't love that, right? Like, this is where you're at in your career. You wanted to keep playing. Is that appropriate? Is that not appropriate? I would personally, again, have an issue with that. Like, so I think we have to be, and this, I talk to the girls about this all the time. Like, I'm really big on, and there's guys that I like. Don't get me wrong. Like, we had one on the show today. I think,
Micah Hyde, love him.
Micah Hyde is as real as it gets, right? I mean,
yes.
I love the fact that he has the kind of relationship with me that he could, and he knew it was going to irritate me, drop that thing about him and Evan Williams both being light-skinned black guys, and that's why I compared them to each other. Like, I love that he felt like he could do that, and he knew that would embarrass me and make me uncomfortable. but like he's real, right? And there are other guys that create an image, and then when I'm around them, I know that they're not true. Right. I mean, look, truth of the matter is Favre's one of them. And so I always tell the girls, you can admire the arts, but don't worship the artist. And I think that's a pretty good way to go about sports in today's era. And look, I've been burned. I'm lucky because in all my interactions with my childhood hero, with which, by the way, how lucky am I and how blessed am I to be able to actually say, like, I talked to him and had him on the show and have his phone number. But like Robin Yount has been amazing. And I probably would have been crushed if he turned out to be a complete jerkweed. So I get it, but this is the kind of stuff that you have to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, these guys are all human beings and they're not perfect. So, and neither am I, but I would like to think that on a smaller level, you know, the people here, including my guy, Rye Guy, we are who we are. Like, we don't put up a facade. Like, Matt Hamilton is Matt Hamilton. And it may annoy the heck out of you sometimes, but It is also very endearing, and I love the guy.
Thanks, Jason.
I love Matt Hamilton. There it is right there.
Do you have anything, or you just wanted to glow?
No, I'm basking in it right now, Jim.
Okay.
You can take it if you want it.
So, I'm not trying to put you in a position where you have to like rip Michael Redd, but as you were chatting, I saw that Michael Redd wrote a story on Twitter. I guess it's a thing you can do, but basically saying that Myles Turner shouldn't have revealed this. And just in your experience,
what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room,
which I think is so dumb. And so Jason, you're someone
Giannis is a shining example of that, right?
Right, but like Jason, you're someone that has to deal with, you know, on the record stuff, off the record stuff, things for background, and you're obviously around these players, so you don't have to make it specific to Giannis and Michael Redd and Turner here. But like, how do you manage that, and what is your general take on the locker room code and when it's okay to let something out of the locker room?
Yeah, look, first of all, if you tell it to me, and you know why we're having a conversation, like, it is fair game. Now, you may say, hey, I don't want you to use my name, and in some instances I'm okay with that. I always am leery of these guys that use opinion and let people have an anonymity about an opinion about a guy.
Yeah.
But no, I'm no, if you want to tell that story, because here's the thing, like, and most of the time when Rodgers would do it, at least in my experience, he never used me to say stuff about guys without putting his name on it. Like, my God, how many times did he stand in front of his locker and rip the hell out of wide receivers that weren't doing what they were supposed to do? Like, he had no problem doing that.
No.
Right? And so I don't have a problem with, and here's the other thing I would say, and I said this to Rodgers, because we have the kind of relationship where I think myself and Tom Fanning in the PR department were probably the two people left at the end who would tell him things he didn't want to hear. And like, I still say, like a guy like Amari Rodgers, no relation, he might have sucked regardless, right? He probably would have, right? But he just devastated that kid's confidence, and he did it publicly. And he and I, it wasn't heated. It was just a very clear disagreement. I said, dude, he killed that kid. Like, I understand he was frustrating. You have every right, but, like, come on. Like, and I will always, and I've said this to him as well, like, I don't understand why he didn't choose to be the cool uncle instead of being the kind of complaining old man about the young guys on his roster toward the end of his time, right? I thought that was a missed opportunity. But, like, if there's something going on in the locker room and it's an issue and you've tried, like, here's what I think Myles Turner probably did, was he tried to address it directly and nothing changed. So then he's like, well, screw this. We're going to trade this guy anyway. I'm going to tell the truth about him.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way I took it anyway.
Jason, awesome stuff. I know you got to get heading out, so we appreciate it.
Gymnastics awards banquet tonight. I have to wear a shirt with a collar, and it's
send pics.
Yeah. Quick. All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. He's fantastic. Also, fan of the show, Jeff from J&K Security Solutions is fantastic as well. As he sent in the private text line that he kind of agrees with us, but Giannis is just regressing to the mean of most NBA players, was Jeff's thought. But you know what? As good as Jeff is as a sportscaster and giving opinions, he's even better at running J&K Security Solutions. So if you need to protect your home or business from anyone in the world, make sure to contact our good friends at J&K Security Solutions and ask. They can help you with commercial security, they can help you with home security and commercial fire protection. So go see our good friends at J&K Security Solutions. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like a real-life choice. You just vote. There's no, like...
You just vote for it.
I'm just telling you what the Twitter trolls are going to do. They're going to take one look at it and be like,
Vote
I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick.
I'm here in Milwaukee. I talk like a German. They vote.
What?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yao. Evan Cohen joined The Jump Around Thursday afternoon, and he took umbrage with the fact that Barry Alvarez wasn't included on the search committee for Wisconsin's next athletic director.
We have to ask the question, is Wisconsin football successful or is Barry Alvarez successful? If we're saying football is the lifeblood of the university and football is the lifeblood of the sports department, why would Barry Alvarez involved? Because if you care about football first, football's never been good without Barry Alvarez.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Roll out the winning this May at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Have a barrel of fun with your share of $300,000. Just play with your rewards card for entries, and Thursday night you could hit a home run. Plus, your May drawing entries all count towards the Big League Series prize drawing in June. It's Tic Tac Home Run, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
I'm sure you feel the weather. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Stop by our amazing Madison showroom and visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
At Associated Bank, we know it's not always fun thinking about saving. You know what is fun? Not thinking about it. That's why we call it automated savings. You save automatically. How much you want, how often you want, for whatever you want. And if you don't know how much to save, well, that's why we're here. We'll suggest an amount so you hit your target without ever thinking about it. See, saving can be fun, especially when it's automatic. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Spring is here. Time to get growing at Felly's Flowers and Greenhouse. Felly's has everything you need to bring your garden to life, including the largest selection of locally grown annuals, perennials, vegetable plants, and custom hanging baskets. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just getting started, Felly's Greenhouse in Fitchburg has the best selection to make your garden bloom. Proudly voted Best of Madison, choose Felly's Flowers as your go-to garden destination. Visit us today and grow with Fellies.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Molly, YouTube is disagreeing with us?
Yes, we have Marcus on the YouTube stream. Remember, you can always stream us on ESPN Madison YouTube channel. He says, never be able to get another Giannis. Trade everyone else but Giannis. What would the Lakers give the Bucks for Portis and KPJ? And then he also says, who doesn't need a Gary Trent Jr. on their bench? Rebuild around Giannis. Get a couple extra picks and trade up. Don't trade Giannis in all caps.
Every one of those things was dumb. What was, the first one was? I'm sorry, the
Never
Lakers?
be able to get another Giannis, which
Why?
is true. That's probably the only true thing. I wouldn't say never, because never say never. It's going to take it's going to take like 15.
All
hopefully.
right, so like yes, you'll never get another Giannis where you find a NBA superstar with a pick in the teens. But like San Antonio, Oklahoma City, like they all have drafted stars. Dame played in Portland for a long time. Like nobody is stopping you from being a good franchise except for you. Like,
Also, part of that comes back to like Horst.
You're right. Now, if you want to say
Sucking.
John Horst sucks and that's why we won't ever draft anything, well, you're not going to win Bupkis with him because he's not good at his job. So that dumb argument. What's the next one?
The next one was, what would the Lakers give the Bucks for Portis and KPJ?
What the hell do you want from the Lakers?
LeBron? Old ass LeBron? He'll be 75 next year?
Get Bronny. Then when LeBron becomes a free agent,
Honestly,
he comes to
Bronny
Milwaukee.
might be better than some of the Bucks.
For this team.
You're not winning a championship.
Star power, Jim. Come on.
Bronny might start on this damn team. So, like, Reeves, okay.
Luka. I wish we could get Luka. My God.
Well, the rumor out there was that the Dallas Mavericks called the Bucks about a Luka Giannis trade, and the Bucks just didn't take it.
Not surprised. But also, I think they would have ran into the same situation where it's like, all right, if you're building a team around Luka with what you have right now, and if it was the same team around Luka as it is Giannis, like you'd get the same results.
I don't know if and again,
maybe
back to,
get
like,
into the playoffs.
The environment. I don't know if Luka in Milwaukee with like Doc as his coach and Milwaukee as his hangout could have worked.
Juicy.
Would have been great, but like him going to the Lakers and it's the Lakers and then LeBron is there and the entire world is spotlighted on you, you're all of a sudden like, oh, I gotta get it together.
Luka would have loved the beer gardens in
Right,
Milwaukee.
exactly. Which
He
would
would
not
have
have worked out
He would
well.
have loved the cheese curds.
Yeah.
Good thing he went to LA where there's green juice and like avocado
Vegan,
toast.
yeah.
And what was the last comment
beer.
there?
And then the last one was, who doesn't need a Gary Trent Jr. on their bench? Rebuild around Giannis, get a couple extra picks, and trade up. Don't trade Giannis.
I love that one. Our roster is trash, but let's trade players from our roster to other teams for draft picks and let's build a team around Giannis.
Let's hope that we can get rid of all of our trash in order to get treasure from other teams.
This isn't
and build
NBA
around
2K.
Giannis.
I swear to God, NBA 2K has made the dumbest fans out in the world. Just dumb ideas.
Well,
you can't override a trade in real life.
What blows my mind is this gives me like fantasy football vibes. Like, let me give you five trash players for your two best players.
Right.
Look at all the players you're getting.
right.
It's like,
again, I always
come
go
on,
back
no
to
one-
meet the parents. You have any nice champagne? No, we got mums. Do you have anything expensive? You can buy a bunch of mums.
Yeah.
So, I can't give you anything good, but I can give you a bunch of players. Can you give me a good player then?
yeah, give me that Dom Perignon for my mums.
There's just no world in which you can build around Giannis.
No.
Like there's no world.
Right. And it's obvious to everyone. And Giannis isn't Dirk. Dirk was and the ownership for the Bucks isn't Cuban. The
God,
reason
we
why
wish it
Dirk
was, though.
Right? The reason why Dirk and Cuban stand out is because it's a unicorn. It is literally the definition of the exception that proves the rule. That one stands out because it never happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to happen again. But I'm going to beg this every time. Can we not be small market pathetic losers, Bucks fans? Like, can we not do this whole woe is me, the NBA doesn't want us to win? There are plenty of small markets that win in the NBA. The Knicks haven't won in God knows how long. The Bulls are terrible.
The Spurs, look how long they.
Yeah, the Spurs are great for a long time. Portland's had its ups and downs.
Clippers.
The Clippers are bad. Look at Oklahoma City, big, small markets, winning. It doesn't hold any water at all. And yeah, you're right. The Clippers bad. Bulls bad. Knicks bad.
Knicks.
But I mean, they still haven't won a title in God knows how long.
I mean,
they're just on a nice little renaissance here. They were terrible.
Knicks fans are definitely.
yes, they're itching for a title, you guys.
Yeah.
I understand, but I'm saying
like it's not like these teams are like loaded to win titles year in and year out. They're not. And when the Knicks go to the finals, they're going to get smoked. Like they're not really in contention. If the Knicks were in the West
this year,
yeah, the Knicks will get swept. Like if the Knicks were in the West, they're going to be like they would be like a 5 or 6 seed.
Well, gentlemen sweep
They're
of
not
the
gonna get
Knicks is.
Oh, they're going to get their asses.
they're not
going
to get swept.
I don't think they get there, but they're going to get their asses kicked.
Do you think they're going to lose in the Eastern Conference Finals?
They're not losing to the
Yeah, I don't
Pistons
think the Knicks are that good.
or the Cavs.
Like they're good.
I don't
in the
think
East.
the Cavs are that good.
I-
If the Cavs end up
but I'm
winning
saying if
tonight,
they-
they're getting beat by the Knicks.
But if the Knicks go to the NBA Finals, they'll get swept by whomever
No,
they
they're
play.
not. No, they won't.
Without a doubt.
No, they won't.
It'll be less. It'll be
You're
6
just such
games
an
or less.
OKC
I won't
fan.
go
Your
swept,
OKC fandom is like protruding, like your Chicago fandom. It's like, please stop.
San
but
Antonio will
the
sweep their
they
ass.
won't be able
love-
to get more than 2 wins off
San
of
Antonio
any
kicked
team
their
in the
ass.
West.
San Antonio and Minnesota kicked their ass. The Knicks are like.
Remember, Molly's a huge Brunson fan.
No,
So-
but I'm more of a Wemby fan. I'm hoping that Wemby can one, beat the Timberwolves tonight, but then 2, kick the crap out of Shea because I can't stand watching OKC.
And that's fine. Then San Antonio will come and kick the snot out of New York.
I still don't, even if it's San Antonio, as much as I love them, they're still going to drop a couple games to the Knicks.
I think the Knicks are worse than Denver.
So
They're
we know
just
who-
the best team in the East.
We know who Molly's taking in Molly's game. She's got
Yes.
the Knicks winning it all.
I don't have the Knicks winning at all. I'm just saying they're not going to get swept.
That was his,
They're not getting swept.
That was his. You guys got.
I know that was his tee up to. No, it wasn't subtle, and it wasn't a nudge.
It was a.
It was a hard push from behind.
We get it, Ryan.
Whoa, all right,
Yes,
Jim,
from behind. This is Jim and Molly.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for the Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh
So-
my God, this guy's
so let
going
me
to
get
swing
this
on
right.
Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, winners of the WBA Award for Best Radio Show on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Her Saudi Unlimited poll question was, do you fart in front of your husband? Men obviously fart in front of their wives. Like, who are we kidding?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm trying my best not to.
No, you don't. You don't
I do.
try.
If I'm lucky enough to be sitting next to her, I don't want to ruin that, ever walk away.
I've known my wife to be 17 years that I've known her. There's no evidence that she farts.
Oh my God. Jiminy Christ. Do I have problems that I fart in front of my husband? Like, this is crazy that your wife still farts in front of you.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is! Jim, Matt, and Molly. Gotta be quicker than that, Jim. My God.
I'm quick,
Where'd you
too.
go? You disappeared?
My contact.
You came back late?
My contact. I pulled a Hamilton.
Oh, we're presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
You're welcome. You know what? This is my segment, right?
Yeah,
Molly's
take it.
game.
Own
We
it.
were just. Ryan gave us a little subtle nudge from behind. It wasn't so subtle, and it wasn't a nudge. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to get right
Crushed.
into Molly's game.
Hi.
So first one here, Noah in Madison. He chimes in on the Carbless Talk and text line, and he said, please make a fun bet whether or not the Knicks, if they make the finals, would get swept or not. So maybe we can brainstorm that. If they do end up making the finals, we should do that.
Yeah.
We actually never did the hot sauce bet from the March
No, not
Madness
hot
brackets.
sauce. It was the caramels, which Jim put on my desk the other day. I don't know why.
The ghost pepper caramels. I totally forgot about this. Yes.
I
That's what
looked
we
at
gotta
them.
do.
I looked at them when I got home. They're definitely expired.
Even better.
So, are you scared of getting food poisoning?
No,
I figured they're like maybe less spicy.
Yeah, I'd assume so
Or
too.
more, 'cause
I
the
honestly,
pepper's just been
I'm going to be honest. I think
marinating.
when I took them home and I saw that they're supposed to be eaten by like August.
What?
Oh,
Time, though.
Last
August is coming
August?
up, yeah.
Yeah, last
Wait,
August.
when did you get them?
I guess I got them for not this Christmas, but the Christmas before.
Jiminy Christmas. Okay.
Math right there.
So, I they might be gone.
Okay.
All right.
We'll find an alternative.
Well, so we'll do we have time to do a little recap of last time? We just fly through it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So if you remember last week, Thursday, we ended up picking because I was off last week, Friday. So right before Molly's game last week, we actually had a very long conversation with Evan Cohen of
Wrestling.
about WWE. Yes. So it was Backlash 2026. So first one that I asked you guys last time was Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. The only one that picked Fatu was Ryan, and it was Roman Reigns that ended up winning. So shout out to Jim and Matt.
Let's go.
Then the next one was Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. I don't know if it's Rollins or Rollins. Rollins. I don't know.
I think it's
He was
Rollins,
taking on
yeah.
Braun Breaker, and Matt was the only one that picked Breaker, and Breaker was the one who won. So Matt's 2-0 right now. Then the other ones
Big
we
wrestling
did
fan.
do. Yes, we did do some NBA picks, which I asked you to pick the winners of the series. Obviously, 2 of those series are not done yet, with the Cavs and Pistons, and also the Spurs Timberwolves. So the other ones, you guys all ended up picking the Thunder, over the Lakers, and you
I'd like
all.
to point out that I said it was going to be a sweep, and Matt said it'd be a gentleman's sweep, so I feel like I should get a little bonus point for that.
No.
Sweep.
If it was Matt that said that, sure, but since it's you, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the Knicks versus 76ers, and you guys all picked the Knicks. So what does that mean? That means Matt won last week. So
Let's
you're welcome,
go.
Matt. So this week, we're actually doing this a little bit different. So what we're going to do, instead of me giving you like lines or anything from Pato, I'm actually just going to go through the Packers schedule that was released yesterday. Obviously, we haven't talked much about it today, but we're going to kind of go do the schedule game for each of us, okay?
Okay.
So let me attempt to keep track of this. Or do we all just keep track of our own?
I'll keep track and I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. So first one here, Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings.
Win.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm saying a win, but honestly, that one could be a toss-up. Next one is Packers at Jets.
Win.
Yeah.
Win. Falcons at Packers.
Win.
Yep.
Packers at Bucks.
Win.
Loss.
I think I'd say that's a loss, too. Just because you're going down there, it's still going to be hot, I feel like, in October. I don't know.
And the Bucks are good.
Okay, I mean, I got the Packers at 4-0. That's all.
And you don't have Micah Parsons most likely at that point in time. Next one is Bears at Packers on October 11th.
L.
Win.
I'm going to say it's a win just because it's at home, even though I don't love that. Cowboys at Packers, win.
Win. Jim?
I know. Yeah, I'll give it dub.
Next one is Packers at Lions.
L.
I'm actually going to say that they're going to win this one at the Lions, and they're probably going to lose when the Lions come to Green Bay. That's what I'll say.
I'll go L for at Lions and win at Green Bay.
Panthers at Packers.
Win.
This is going to be a sneaky one. I'll call it a win, though.
It's a trap game. Don't call it a trap game, but it's a trap game.
Back-to-back cat games.
It's not a trap. They're good.
It's not a trap game until after the game, and then Matt LaFleur says it's a trap game. No,
Yeah.
he's playing off because Matt LaFleur last year
Yeah,
said it's not a trap
it's
game.
not a trap game.
Shut
Not a
up,
trap
Matt
game. Then they
LaFleur.
lose. It's like, now what do you want to call it?
So what are you guys' predictions for the Panthers?
I said win.
I would win as well, yeah.
All wins.
Yes.
Now it's a trap game. Perfect.
At the Patriots.
L.
I'll give the Patriots the nod there.
God, I'm going to give a win.
All right.
God, I'm being such a homer. I hate this. Vikings at the Packers.
Win.
Yep.
I don't like playing this game now that I play it. Packers at Rams. I
Oh.
love when the Packers go to LA, though.
I know, they beat them.
They're good.
They beat the Rams in the regular
Screw it.
season.
Win.
Yep, I'll go with you.
God,
Win.
I hate this. Packers at the Saints.
Win.
Yep.
Win.
Dang, I love where we're at after 12 games, if I'm right.
Bills at Packers.
L.
Oh.
I'll say that's an L too. That is a night game though. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Dolphins at Packers.
Dub.
Win. I hope Jeff Ashley gets his ass kicked. Did you say win too?
Yeah.
All right. Packers at Bears. I'll take that an L.
I'll put it as an L too.
No, I mean, we're sweeping them.
Texans at Packers.
Win.
I'm calling that a win.
Yeah.
And last one is Lions at the Packers. I'll say that's a loss. Also, because they might be fighting.
I gave the Lions the win. I gave the Lions the win during the.
But that one could also be who knows what either team is playing for at the end of the season.
Packers are gonna have a heck of a season at my
1,
count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So
10,
wait, what did you
11,
guys all
12,
say for week
13. I have 13.
What did you guys say for week 17, by the way?
I said
17
or 18.
So last game.
18. Sorry.
Yeah. I took a win for the Packers at home.
Win for the Lions. Loss for Molly.
I got win.
Win.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should have them at 10-7, which is honestly where I picked them. That's where I think they are. I think they're.
I have them at 13-4, and I hate that I have them at
14-3.
This is embarrassing.
I was gonna say 12-5 again. That's my
right,
gut.
so
but now I'm gonna go
it.
14-3. I think 14-3 is a little more realistic.
Yeah.
I think there's like 3 games. Like I look at the Rams and I'm like, okay, that one I feel like it's gonna be a win, but that could be a loss. Buffalo Bills, like I feel like that could be a win, but that like could also be a loss. I don't know.
But
there's
also,
a couple that I'm
I
just
also
like,
have them 5-1 in the
and
division.
you know that they're gonna lose at least one of the ones to like the Panthers or the Saints that they shouldn't lose. You know that they're going
They're
to.
losing to the Falcons. Thursday Night Football.
I had that feeling in my body too.
See, I don't count the Panthers as one they
Michael
shouldn't
Penix
lose.
might
The
not even be
Panthers
back
won the
yet.
division last
I mean, the
year.
they
have a
okay,
good
won the
defense,
division there is
like-
different than winning the division in the North.
True, but like Atlanta
They-
or the New
they
Orleans
lo-
games,
the
the game they
Packers
should.
There's a very good chance that Tua Tagovailoa is starting that game.
But I'm saying those are the games that they shouldn't. Those are the games that they should win and then lose. Like the Panthers is one of like you lose it, it's a respectable loss. I think the Panthers are going to be a playoff team again.
Though at the time last year, those are the games that the Packers were losing. The ones that they shouldn't. Like remember the Browns game last year? The Browns game happened.
How could we forget?
Yeah.
That was disgusting. Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling, and there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. It's Potawatomi Sportsbook. You can catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxury seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. You must be 21 to enter the casino. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, winners of the WBA Award for Best Radio Show.
We are going to go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, obviously, to celebrate us winning 2025 Best Radio Show, large market radio, news, and talk. Wow.
Could you try to make it not sound like you're reading so much?
No. Well, yeah.
It's like you forget how to read. You're like, Jim, Matt, and Molly, large market radio, news, and talk.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Any night is a great night for Pizza Hut, and they've got your next meal covered. Score a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Want a different vibe? Go with original pan, thin and crispy, or Chicago Tavern style. Big flavor, big savings, just $10. Whether it's game night, movie night, or just dinner tonight, this deal delivers. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, windows, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit badgerlandexteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's badgerlandexteriors.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
The sound of summer is on ESPN Madison.
Mizorowski, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
To high drive.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Watching it sail, it's a grand slam!
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management and the Metro family of auto dealers. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. They are Madison's custom jeweler. They are Madison's family-owned jeweler. Go see our good friends at Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. She's Molly Brown. I am Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. And it's time. Do we have Riley doing this?
We always have Riley doing this.
Well, not always. Sometimes he's a busy
it's
boy.
Always Riley. Sometimes he's in like the Taco Bell drive-thru.
That's fair.
He does it from remote locations, Jim.
That's fair. But let's get to pole dancing.
We asked and you answered.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now.
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, and like Jim said, we got Riley reading our poll questions for us because I don't have the voice for pole dancing. So, Riley, go ahead and take it away. What's the first ESPN Wisconsin poll question we're going to react to today?
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Pole Dancing. I'm Jim, Matt, Molly. Let's start with Jen, Gabe, and Chili. Did the NFL schedule makers do the Packers a favor this season? Yes, 60%. I'm on that side, and no at 40%. Did the Packers get a favor with their schedule this year?
Jim, start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they actually schedule it out, because if you look at what goes into schedule making, it is intense. And to be honest, playing Minnesota is not the greatest thing to start with no Micah Parsons. You don't know what they're going to look like with Kyler Murray. It is a wild card. And for an example, the Bears lost to Minnesota with J.J. McCarthy because he pulled a rabbit out of the hat in one quarter and threw 3 random touchdowns. He was figured out. He was bad the rest of the year, and the Bears beat the snot out of him later. But at times, those early games where new quarterbacks in the division, they could be a kick in the shin. So, yes, I think the Packers' schedule is set up for success early, and it's really coincidental and nice that they don't have that Micah Parsons is out, so it makes it a little easier for them. But I don't think, with how complicated it is to make a schedule, I don't think the league actually went out of their way to make it easier.
I don't know if they were necessarily asking, do you think they actually made a concerted effort to do him a favor? Just do you feel like this schedule
that's the best stretch there? But I don't know. I think sometimes there's something to starting the year, you're getting your sea legs. Do you want Like, you could blow your easy schedule because you're just not quite the team you think you are.
Totally could. I guess I'm just curious how much, like, the decision makers play a role into, like, each team's schedule, because I did hear, like, Chewy talking this morning on this topic of, like, he was like, oh, you can tell which teams that they crafted a schedule towards, like, wanting to get them to the Super Bowl, which I've never really heard anybody say. I think was interesting. Conspiracy.
Never heard, like, the script writers thing with the NFL?
I mean, the script writer stuff, yes,
idea.
Of course I have. Like, I understand it, but, but going to Jim's point, like, out of all three divisional opponents for the Packers, like, which one would you want to open your season against? It's probably the Minnesota Vikings. Like, I mean,
Totally.
Last year, obviously, when they played the Lions, it ended up working out great for the Packers, but they've opened their season against the Vikings before, and they've gotten beat by the Vikings on opening day before, so we'll see.
I would say yes, this is a favor. Again, not necessarily, I don't know whether it was intentional or not, but you've got some winnable games without your best player. Once he's projected to be back by week 5, that's when the schedule seems to ramp up. Totally hear you, Jim. You could drop these games, but if you had the Bills in that front four and, the Bears or Lions, like, you wouldn't be looking at it. You'd be asking, was this a plan against Green Bay to get them losing games early? So I think when you look at the flip coin, like, yes, you can say this was a favor, whether it was accidental or on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Riley, go ahead and give us our second poll question.
Moving on to the Homer Hour. Who will have a better season, Trey Smack or Brandon McManus? Trey Smack, 86%. Wow, versus Brandon McManus, just 14%.
I mean, is Brandon McManus on a team?
He probably will be. He will play for a team this season. I'd be pretty confident in that, considering that he's an established kicker and their kickers are in so little supply, I feel like.
I was just going to play Gray. I was going to say they're going to have the exact same season. They're going to miss the exact same amount. Bold prediction. Mark it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I honestly think it's just pretty easy. It's McManus. Statistically, he's a veteran kicker who had a down year. And let's just be honest, and this is any fan base, but if McManus was back, Packer fans would start selling themselves on this year, like this offseason, he really locked it in, and all the stories are going to be out there.
Of course we would. Everybody would.
Exactly. All fans
Except
do it.
for Matt Hamilton, right?
Oh, yeah, Trey Smack's definitely going to have a better season than McManus. 100%.
All on the floor. Give me some more. Till you get sore. Oh, wrong part.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I knew the words. They sang it wrong.
Okay, Riley, why don't you go ahead and just take us to the next poll question on that, Mark?
Sticking with the Homer Hour,
It
with
is a pole
your
dancing
favorite
song, I'll
team,
play that.
how often do you need a championship to be satisfied? Is it every 5 years, 25%? Every 10 years, 46%? Every 15 years, 18%? Those who aren't greedy, every 20 years, 11%.
I mean, none of us know that. We're coming up on 5 years from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, none of us know this feeling.
This is a question also of just for each individual team, not just like for any teams or like your market. So like for the Packers, like how many years do you need?
I mean, God, I wish it was every 5, but that clearly isn't the case.
Every 10, I think.
I wish it was every year.
I think any reasonable
Actually, I probably
fan
don't.
should say once every 10 years per team. Like
It's
I
not
think,
possible.
Why?
Because there's 32 teams. You'd have to do it once every 32 years.
Well, but not every team's going to be satisfied because there's going to be bad
Yeah.
teams.
Right.
But that's what you should strive for and hope for as a fan.
As
I
a
think.
fan, yeah, once a decade.
Screw
Once a
that.
decade,
I wish it
yeah.
was every 5 years.
I mean,
maybe not every year.
I wish.
Maybe
I
not
wish,
every year
yeah, no
because then you're
kidding.
just going to get sick of it. Just like Giannis, you're going to get sick of winning and you're going to get bored by it.
Giannis got sick of not
I
winning
didn't.
championships.
I mean,
As we stated before, I don't know if that's true.
I don't think what's from The Office? I wish you knew it was the good old days when it was the good old days.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I fully
Wayne
grasped.
Gretzky. He missed
Yeah,
every
but-
stride you don't take.
Right, but like when I was in it, like I didn't realize like this is the perfect age to have all that winning.
You talking the Bulls?
The Bulls. I mean, 3
Well, duh,
titles.
he's talking about the Bulls.
And then he plays baseball, comes back, and wins 3 more titles.
Yeah.
Insane.
And
In a
since
row,
then, the Bulls have
Well,
just...
forget the Bulls. I mean, but obviously the Cubs got a World Series, but they didn't go back.
Blackhawks
Are we
too.
going to be saying this about the Milwaukee Bucks? We don't know how good we had it until these are no longer like the days that we're in.
I think,
Like, because I was
yeah.
just thinking, like, as you were talking about Michael Jordan, I'm like, just imagine having a Michael Jordan on one of your teams. Like that alone.
Or Tom Brady.
Right. Like, just imagine that. Like,
we had an Aaron Rodgers, which I'm not saying he's Tom Brady or Michael Jordan, but
right. But also, we'd be feeling it a lot more if Jordan Love wasn't a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he's ever going to be what Aaron Rodgers is.
Sure.
Just it'd be a lot easier if we had a crummy quarterback.
But I was going to say more of like, and I get what you're saying, there's still this line of demarcation of like the Brady, the Jordan, like to have the winning.
Because they actually won.
Because like, I know Matt like cherishes every Aaron Rodgers MVP. I don't know how many MVPs Jordan won. I don't care. I literally have no idea, and I don't ever care to know. I know he has 6 titles because that's what I care about. But like, you're right. To every fan base to have that. So Matt, give your answer because I will follow up on it real quick.
10.
Okay, you each said 10. That's right. Oh yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll go 10 as well. I think that's a good answer. But like, would you like? What is the perfect time to have the Jordan in your life or the Brady in your life?
Late teens to 20s. When you're still young and dumb enough to just think that everything is the greatest thing ever, but you kind of get old enough where you can like go experience some of these things, go to some of the games.
I went to one Jordan game.
Right.
In my life, yeah.
I personally think like the late either late teens or your 20s.
So I had Jordan of 16, 17, 18, and then obviously 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I would say just a touch on the early side for you to fully like love it and it be everything that you wanted it to be.
Please tell me how I felt. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, man.
I'm just messing with you. Molly?
Mine is whenever I'm hosting with you, so then I don't have to hear your crap. As long as my teams are winning, then I don't have to hear your crap. But
Jim
I did
Rutledge?
look up the number of times that Michael Jordan won the regular season MVP. He won the regular season MVP 5 times, and then he also won the NBA Finals MVP 6 times.
Yeah,
so
every time.
He won 5 NBA most
So that
valuable.
means 5 times he won both of them.
Yes.
And actually, now I remember Bill Simmons. There's like it's not important, but Bill Simmons wrote about this. He's one of the few players that almost never happens of MVP regular season when the All-Star game mattered. It was MVP of the All-Star game and then MVP of the NBA Finals. There's like Magic and a few others have done it.
Only Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 6 has more regular season MVPs than Jordan.
Oh, really? I thought LeBron reached it. I honestly did. He's got 5 then, probably?
I don't know. Let me see if I can give you an answer.
He lost in
quick.
87 to Magic
He has
Johnson.
4.
That's
He has
Jordan's
4,
one
okay.
loss.
Wow.
Where he won the title, won the Finals MVP, but didn't get the MVP of the league. It was to Magic Johnson in 87.
That's fair.
Before I was even born.
I was 7.
Same.
All right.
No, I was not 7. Sorry, I was not 7. Not the same. I wasn't born. I just want to clarify that I'm not old. I'm not old.
Just ended on that.
Enjoy your
Jim.
weekend.
See ya.